Hey everybody, welcome back to some NieR Automata, and we're heading into the end game here. I'm not gonna bother doing 100% stuff, although in some point in the future I might do it on a stream or something, because it is one of my bucket list goals at least. To do a full 100% playthrough. But right now, we're heading straight to the tower.
Tower subunit access granted.
So can I do anything here? Oh, I have to hack it. I can hack it. Unlike Mobin, he couldn't hack it.
Tower subunit access granted.
Where are the little orbs? Give me the little orbies. Oh, there's only one. Alright, that was easy.
Tower subunit access granted.
Actually, enemies this time.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the subunits. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look forward to serving you.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Oh, they're
Out of my
concerned,
way!
are they?
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies? Wait, you?
Backup's here.
9S, we've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Oh, that's what I was working on.
Devila? Obama? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
Protect me. You're not doing a good job.
We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
Seems like there's an invisible wall that we can't get past. That's fine with me.
hack the tower lock open.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit his self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
Stab that robot right in the dick.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Didn't think they would be on our side, did you? Alert, data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Why not? Dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all. Because of our models, the Devila and Popola models are defective. Record. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When we first woke, they were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls. They issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair, we shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones that could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah, watch out. Devila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. I guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well. She rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on. We have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if that sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we were resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check and see if the circuitry can be repaired. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools, none of which are easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage and try not to let my worries show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. That's all I can do until I get the proper materials. Well, that's going to be a tall order, considering your current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing? We both apologize while insisting the other apology is not necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange, under such circumstances. We laughed together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devilish sharp voice echoes through the private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. They wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless, annoyed by my hesitation, Devil crosses her legs and scowls. The Black Scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout made me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fall, if it were to fail. Before I knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the Black Scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast, so fast, like a wind. Popel and I would go into the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night we'd just hold each other and stare at the horror of it all. I'm glad you're with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I replied softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contracting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're no use ourselves, things will still work out if other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devila and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks and sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with a renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devila loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she said this, but I can tell she doesn't have much time left, and yet she continues to smile, also I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled and all that rage just drifted away. I think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our roll of observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of the Devila and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholding to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at Devila and Popola models who snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, the weight eventually became bolder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted us. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devila met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet, and though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in my world come to harm. Devila and I left town the same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I can muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. As a cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. makes us flinch every time, but we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part, at least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are. That Devila and Popolo were who they were. That's how it felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila, and for her, there's only one me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It simulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. It stimulates. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together and try to retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp, if we can just get there, and finally fix Devila's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing, don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse, it lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and support Devila's body. As long as we have bodies to support one another, as long as I have someone with whom to share my fate, then I will press on no matter what happens to me, because I will never stop protecting her. I won't stop. No one stops. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. The failure to manage that area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from the future android production designs. Following the incident, Devila and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative. Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all. Corrupted Yorha units!
Choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Uh-oh.
2B models? to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you! To be! To be! Don't worry, I'm going to kill you now!
Alert. Enemies detected.
Still a few
It was a trap.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Probably should save it before I do anything else. Must be like the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, where the whole room's an elevator. Deja vu all over again.
This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Let's go. What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
Before I go into an area where saving's not possible, better take care of this. See, wasn't familiar the first time I played this game, because I hadn't played NieR Replicant first.
What's up with this place?
Hypothesis. It is a representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
I suppose we have to hack in to look at the data, yeah? Help me out, Pod.
Affirmative. Hacking interface access rights granted to Yorha Unit A2.
Peachy. This tower looks like a data gathering system for the machines.
This was Devil and Popola's room.
These records are from the human server on the moon. The machines hacked that deep into the system, huh?
Class 1 patient health record. Oh, Yona. Patient's condition makes further treatment impossible. A report will be submitted to the management committee detailing course of action in the event of the patient's death, focusing primarily on how that information is to be manipulated with respect to the original. As backup in the event of a sudden worsening in the patient's condition, she is to be assigned 5 additional doctors. Identification required.
Some records on old humans. Damn it, this is useless. There's too many of them. Huh? What's that? Operational summary of model number 2 in Project Yorha. This data.
Your dang arm got blown off, kid.
I can't stop. I have to keep fighting.
Seems mean to give them pain sensors.
Alert. Virus detected in locomotion region. High probability that infection source is transplanted parts from corrupted units. Proposal. Hack into self and eliminate virus.
On it.
Shouldn't hack thyself.
Virus eliminated. 95% of functionality restored.
Another report, huh? Guess I should take a look at those. This is all just the same crap. Same one I read. Old world information. machine. Two, 1, 0. Blood-drenched machine. Zombie clown. So we haven't gone through all the tutorials yet? That seems weird. So each weapon comes with its own story. As you level them up, you unlock more of it. So that's just another little thing that's kind of cool about the game. I'm not going to read you all the stories, but just so you know. Haven't caught any fish, really. Still more novels to unlock. So that's why it'd be cool to go through and just make a point of unlocking everything. Can't save it right now. Alright. Let's continue on for a little bit. Wait a minute. It says I should be able to save it. Map is weird. Sometimes it looks like I can save it, but I can't. Sometimes it looks like I can save it. Can't save it, but I can. Kinda weird. Shouldn't there be a boss here or something, since there's so many dead androids?
Yorha Unit
Here we
9S.
go.
Yorha Unit 9S. Welcome to the tower. Welcome to the tower.
You bastards!
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here. show you what we promised.
This is Project Yora. That means all of us. To be...
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight? We are conceptual human personalities created within the machine network. We cannot be destroyed. You're Unit 9S. Your attack is meaningless.
Keep them coming. I'll destroy them all. All of them. And this tower!
they?
Alright, well, I think I'm going to take this opportunity and save it. So, since I can now. So thanks for joining me. And I think we'll probably push through and do the finale next time on Thursday. So hope to see you then. And we'll get the last endings out of the way. And on to the hopefully we'll get onto the next game next week. So thanks for joining me. Tomorrow we'll have a live VR showcase, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there, and hope you have a good rest of your week. Bye-bye.